Welcome everyone, X Gaming Series, DB Smiley here, bringing you Bloodbath and Beyond versus Kamino Sabredarts here in Division D West. Both teams battling to try to improve their playoff position at the moment. First time casting Kamino Sabredarts this season, not the first time casting Bloodbath and Beyond, so looking forward to this matchup. Right out of the gate, we see a Joanna ban coming out from Kamino. Pretty common hero to be first pick, first ban. Joanna just exceptionally popular right now in all divisions, really. Taking a look uniquely at the Division D West stats, as we see in Arthas band, we can see just in Division D West, 84% popularity, but only a 38% win rate. So not extraordinarily high. Still wanting to get that out of the hands of Kamino or Bloodbath and Beyond. We're also seeing a Stukov ban. Taking a look at Stukov again, just in D West. 52% popularity with a 78% win rate and an average KD at 10. That's pretty insane. Pardon me, I will likely be coughing all night. So we saw an Arthas ban. Seems like a target ban. We're also going to see a Kira ban. Kira is enabled now. This is her week 7. She was allowed to be played, so I haven't actually seen any Kira yet, but I've seen a lot of Kira bans. Sylvana's going to be the first pick. Has been rather popular, sitting at a 61% popularity rate. It's going to be countered by the Kelthos and the Blaze, and Kelthos is generally, you'd think Division D would be an extraordinarily powerful hero. Only a 50% win rate, but still an 82% popularity rate here.
Bring the mega death.
Let's see, and then Lily going to be the pickup by AEIOU. ETC going to get grabbed by Ketchup King. Good choice, frankly. ETC, very powerful hero. Lily, we don't see as much generally in some of the other divisions, but picked pretty early here. 60% win rate in the division, so understandably so. 27% popularity rate. Jaina getting banned out here, wanting to deny that burst follow-up to ETC. Rhaegar going to get denied here by Ketchup King. That does leave up Anna, who could pair well with the Kelthos with that nano boost. Also leaves up Anduin, who would be available. Interesting to see what gets picked up here. They don't have to grab their healer, and they're not going to just yet. They're going to grab Stitches and Raynor. Now, Stitches is a hero that I don't think I've seen this season. Only a 4% popularity rate right now. Not very popular. But there we see an Imperious, and a Kel'Thuzad is going to be the mate's choice. So, very high risk, high reward with that. When the Kel'Thuzad's effective, it is very effective. But when it is not effective, it can be weak. Morales is going to be the pick. Bit of an interesting pick into the Kel'Thuzad. Has the safeguard, which is great, but can be a bit risky from the standpoint of if Morales herself gets chained, she can go down pretty quickly, and she doesn't have the self-sustain to get herself back up into the fight quickly. So we'll see how that plays out here as we get set up for map number 1 on Infernal Shrine. Take a look. We saw map bans onto BOE, onto Alterac, onto Sky Temple, and onto Tomb, so that left Infernal Shrines up as the first map pick, because frankly it wouldn't be NGS without a lot of Infernal Shrines being played. So we'll see how this series goes. Jumping into it, we looked at the tournament. We can see Bloodbath and Beyond a bit higher. Kamino Sabredarts has not played as many maps. They're also currently They had to forfeit their last match, unfortunately, so that puts them in this position. But right now, just trying to stay above the Yavapai County Youth and Youth Chess and Swim team in order to keep their playoff seeding. Should not have too much trouble doing that. But really, I mean, seeding race is available really to anyone. I mean, Bloodbath and Beyond with a domination here could move into a tie for first place. So D-West, a little bit all over the place. We are going to get set up now for map number 1. And as we do that, we're going to go ahead and introduce our two teams. On the left side, we're going to have Rackham on Stitches, Punk RK Pirate going to be on Kel'Thas, True Saint going to be on Morales, Crafty Chen on Blaze, and Diet Llama going to be on Raynor. It is Bloodbath and Beyond. And on the right side, Kamino Sabredarts, AIOU on the Lili, Mortiger going to be on Imperious, Ketchup King on ETC, Pileup on Kel'Thuzad, and Bones, or Bonesy. Bonesy? I don't know. Either way, they're playing Sylvanas. Level 1 talents, as usual. Get those visible. Everyone loves looking at talents. Whoopsies. Silly mistake there. Stitches going with the Devour talent, trying to stack that up, but already taking a lot of damage. Didn't really quite get the follow-up. I think Sylvanas, if she were not focusing the wave, very much could have gotten that kill. But, grenade build going to be the choice out of Morales. A lot of stacking talents on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond, which means they're looking to scale later into the game. Already have Imperious and Blaze in the side lane, so did get that soak, but good job, good awareness by Kamino Sabredarts not losing that soak. Stitch is going to grab a globe here. Blaze actually going interesting. Endurance stim pack, so going with the shield. I've not seen that talent taken a lot, as we see Kel'Thas starting the siege camp now. No one started siege camp yet for Kamino. Lili rotated up to throw some heals on Imperious, now down again. Kel'Thuzad in the bottom, not going to have a chance really to get too many stacks of Master of the Cold Dark, or that is Blight stacks, I should say. Getting that Blight going to be important. Actually, just got a Blight stat there on Raynor, who is quite low, but is going to escape. As the invasion occurs, they find a kill onto Stitches, so Kamino Sabredarts off to a good start here. That is my chime saying we're about to have a great game. And also a Facebook notification ping. And as we take a look, siege camp, neutral siege camp currently getting picked up. Diet Llama does check in for the invade, but decides not to pull the trigger given that it was 1v3. Wise decision. Meanwhile, mid-siege getting picked up here as the map continues to be painted red on the bottom half by Kamino Sabredarts. We are going to see Bones hearthing here for some mana before this first objective. And now a rotation into the Bruiser. Sylvanas presumably will meet them there, so Kel'Thas and Morales going to do their own Bruiser. ETC Lili starting theirs. There's an opportunity here for Kamino Sabredarts to get some macro pressure in the mid lane. KTZ rotating up at the moment. Raynor coming up just to help with this burn. 5 people here to burn this Bruiser camp. That means they're not getting some last bit of soak though on the map, and KTZ gonna make sure that mid's pushing up here. Now the rotation coming in from Kamino. Bloodbath already on the objective, but ETC power sliding in, trying to do some separation here. 9-4, so no one really with anything resembling a dominant lead. Great gravity lapse there on Mortiger to prevent him from down in the back line. There's the focus once again onto ETC, but Blaze dives in, disrupting and damaging quite a bit onto the back line of Kamino. Sylvanas now quite low. There's a hook onto Ketchup King, but KTZ with the combo hits 2. ETC with the power slide catches 3, including those two, but it's not enough to secure the first kill, and ETC is going to drop. Here comes Blaze now, pushing in onto KTZ. KTZ, though, finding a combo on the pilot. There's the Imperious Spear, trying to get the damage. Imperious does manage to get the kill onto Stitches, but down goes Sylvanas, and Lily is going to get taken out by a grenade. KS, healer stealing kills, support stealing kills, please report. Please ban. As, that was a well-played engagement there by Bloodbath and Beyond, but they need to deal with the Bruiser camp in the top lane. Kael'thas is breaking away to get some soak. They've equalized the XP, and they have a chance with the Mortar Punisher to get some siege damage here. ETC ready to jump. Doesn't actually jump over the wall, and that's a bit of a mistake because now the fort tower is not damaging the Punisher. It's going to give just a little bit more time to Bloodbath to try to siege these towers down. Spear into the backline on the medic, but not really the follow-up damage they needed. And front wall mostly down. Gate finally goes down to minions. So decent value with the first Punisher, as we see immediate rotation by Bloodbath into their siege camp. Possibly a flank onto Raynor here, but it is a Lily. She doesn't have really all that much CC. ETC power sliding in, but doesn't quite catch. ETC has not picked a level 7 yet. We'll see what he does pick, but want to get that talent in. Generally, you see either Echo Pedal for Wave Clear or Pinball Wizard for the burst damage. See which one he goes. Diet Llama backing up here after taking some damage off the spear. Stitch is already up to 8 stacks of Savor the Flavor, so that's going to help give him quite a bit of extra healing in terms of just passive health regen. Doesn't land that hook there. Bloodbath actually stealing Kamino's Impaler camp here, so trying to push up with that now. They find Imperious, they get the stun. Lily and Imperious both low. ETC power sliding in onto Morales, getting some damage there. No kills had. Still though, ooh, the spear comes out. KTZ gonna look for the combo, finds the root onto Stitches, Ketchup King, looking for the power slide on the medic, and finds it. Imperious missing the spear, Sylvanas on the chase though, and Sylvanas is gonna secure the kill onto medic as Raynor and Blaze broke away to soak the lanes. Level 10 here, but I'm gonna have to wait a bit. They can't really do anything with that 10 advantage, and by the time Morales is back up, level 10 will be here for Kamino. There it is. But taking a look, Bloodbath gonna go with Combat Stim, Hyperion. We're gonna see Phoenix, Putrid Bile, and Blaze has not selected a talent yet. Now going with the Combustion. On the other side, Shadow Fissure, Angelic Armaments, Wailing Arrow, 1000 Cups, ETC still waiting on his level 10 selection. He did, by the way, go Pinball Wizard, so a heavy emphasis on the burst here by Bloodbath and Beyond. Good pick off there onto Raynor in the top lane. KTC doing a good job not showing. And right now, though, Stitch's passive healing, what would that be? 17.5? Sorry, 16.5. HP per second, so pretty good regeneration looking at it. I mean, you can just see his health going up here, and it goes up fairly quick, and that's just going to scale more and more as the game goes on, making him harder and harder to kill. This is going to be a top shrine, so Bruiser Camp picked up here by both teams. We're going to see how this gets played. KTZ, going to be the last to rotate in. Blaze already moving in, looking to get in position for the Combustion. Here it comes, Max Channel Combustion. ETC quite slowed. 1000 Cups comes out, trying to peel. KTZ now on the flank. Finds the chain onto Stitches with the Shadow Fissure. Full combo lands. Stitches still alive because of his HP pool. And healing up pretty quick at the same time as well. So, not the best target to have your combo land on, but still, at least you landed accurately. But now, here comes the engage. ETC trying to look for an opportunity to engage onto this backline. Smart retreat here by Bloodbath. ETC Trying to set up with the Wailing Arrow. Focus there onto Raynor. Mosh goes off, but he gets interrupted out of it by the Stitches hook. That secures his kill. Now KTZ trying to retreat. He's going to turn around, blow his combo, but not hit anyone, and he's going to drop. And that's 2 kills for Bloodbath and Beyond. Meanwhile, Imperius, currently on the wrong side of the enemy team. Combat Stim used, we could say unnecessarily, but the reality is, hey, you get the kill. And with that stagger, it's going to absolutely secure them to Shrine, level 13 as well. So good opportunity here. Sylvanas currently working on stealing the siege camp in the mid lane. Lily still hanging out top. But this is a frozen Punisher. It will shut the tower down. And right now, there's not a lot of defense here yet as KTZ is coming up. So he's really the only damage that Kamino has up here. They're trying to get value elsewhere on the map. But ETC taking a lot of damage from that Punisher. Shadow Fissure going to hurt Diet Llama. But he's going to escape. Phoenix, though, trying to zone out. ETC gets rooted. That might be enough to secure his kill. Flame Strike going to do it. 1,000 cups. Not enough to save. And that's the situation where you just want to turn your 1,000 cups off when you didn't get the save, to keep the cooldown as short as possible. So Fort goes down quick. Punisher's still alive. Has shut down the front wall. Now moving in onto Lily, but the gate's still there, preventing the re-engage. Still gonna look for this tower. Sylvanas now up top. Chain on the Stitches, but he's gonna be able to walk away from this. So great job there. By Bloodbath, getting a lot of value with that Punisher. Second Punisher of the game, getting a keep wall. Opens up a win condition for later in the game to run it down top. Invasion onto the camp here, but a lot of damage onto Medic, who is really far up, stuck in the mosh. Medic does go down. Now it's kind of an awkward situation, though, with Blaze moving onto the backline with the max stack Corruption. Lily trying to keep people up, but Blaze, meanwhile, manages to chase down Raynor. Putrid Bile, though, disrupting Kamino. And now, currently, the HP actually favoring Bloodbath and Beyond, despite the first death there onto Medic. Due to this just self-sustain their heroes have. It's just stepping up, trying to get more stacks. He's already up to 24 passive health regen per second, which is pretty good. I mean, that's pretty strong indeed. Impaler camp pushing mid, getting some damage onto this fort. Bottom camp going to get grabbed here by Bloodbath, who will then push up towards this fort. Imperius cleans up the middle. Now we're starting to see the rotation down here. Looking for the combo. KTZ hits no one. That's his combo down for a bit. Chance for Bloodbath to push up. There's the Phoenix as Imperius engages. He's now cut off from the rest of the team. Flame Strike is going to get him low. Angelic Armament's trying to save himself. KTZ hits the combo, but ETC boops everyone out. Not the ideal synergy there. Ketchup King trying to power slide away. Imperius is going to fall. Rackham trying to land the slows on the ETC. There's the combustion. Should secure the kill onto Ketchup King. No, he's still alive for the time being with that Guitar Hero, but Lily is going to drop. Great hook there by Stitches, setting that up. Fort goes down to the Impaler camp and the Raynor. And now there's a chance for Bloodbath to really start to open this map up with the 16 advantage. They start to rotate up here, possibly going to push in this mid-fort. Meanwhile, Sylvanas up in the top, pushing in the top, so actually that is where the rotation is coming from. Sylvanas running up here. She's going to try to hearthen that top bush. Let's see if Raynor guesses right with the Q. Oh, he doesn't predict where Sylvanas went, so good escape there. KT manages to... Kel'Thas manages to grab the siege camp there, the Impaler. Level 16 on the horizon for Kamino Sabredarts. They could get a good engage. Don't want to fight right now, though. Stitch is going to step up, grab yet another stack of his Devour. And just to show you, I mean, what that looks like, look at his health bar going up. That's pretty impressive. Looking for the hook, finds KTZ. Blaze going to have the follow-up stun. Imperius with the spear trying to disengage. But the Living Bomb going to spread and do so much damage. That's 4 kills. Sylvanas going to be the lone person able to retreat here on the side of Kamino Sabredarts, and Bloodbath and Beyond has a chance to really do a lot of damage now in this game. Morales just trying to make sure they get the last bit of soak there. Someone should come down and grab this bottom, but this is easily going to be a Arcane Punisher, and that is really the big daddy. The Arcane Punisher provides tons of damage, as well as the CC, so look for opportunities to utilize that. They're going to grab Impaler Camp to push up mid as well during this, just deny Sylvanas, who snuck a couple camps this game. And now are they... Oh, I don't like this choice. They're chasing Sylvanas. They're chasing Sylvanas with a Punisher, with a 14-minute Punisher, with a 14-minute Arcane Punisher. They're chasing Sylvanas. I don't like that. You don't want to split push with this. You want to just, you just want to go in with the Punisher. What are they going to do? So now they're joining this fight. The Punisher already quite low. Blaze is going to look for the engage. ETC is cut off, trying to look for the power slide away. He does manage to escape. Thousand Cup's going to help out with that, but already the health bars of Kamino very low. There's the leap in onto ETC, but it gets distracted by Sylvanas. Bit awkward. ETC still alive. Dies on the power slide. There's a root, though. The Angelic Armaments and Wailing Arrow almost take out Stitches, but he is still alive. And this keep is starting to drop here with the combat stim. And so, first keep of the game in favor of Bloodbath and Beyond, who still have all their structures. Now could turn and push mid. Let's see how they choose to play this. Looking for the chain combo. Doesn't find it. And, did not take the extended range on the chains, which is a pretty common choice. So going to be harder to land those combos if Bloodbath anticipates it well. They're starting to grab their camps here. They get the bottom Impaler camp. They're going to grab mid. And now they have level 20, so let's see what they try to do with it. Getting the additional talent on Devour for Stitches, as well as getting the potential reduction on a Putrid Bile. There's the target on the ETC. Phoenix there as well. Imperius dives into it. Shadow Fissure going to land on the Crafty Trent, but he is just self-sustaining right on through this, and Imperius and ETC both go down there to the Living Bomb. So now a chance to end the game here with the level 20, and given that the bottom keep is down, they really should just move on to core. There's a combo on the Rainer, but the Safeguard doing its job. Wailing Arrow coming out, trying to disengage Bloodbath. Stitches does not find the hook. Blaze stepping up, getting a bit low on HP, taking some tower shots, needs to back up. And Sabredarts going for the keep here when I think they really could have just gone for the core. Focus there on the KTZ, combustion used as well. KTZ goes down. Do they turn their attention now to the core? They will have combat stim in 10, so it's really just about protecting Rainer at this point. Lily trying to move in and get the blinds on to Rainer, but perhaps overplayed her hand. Down she goes. There's the spine with the mosh. Gets interrupted. Diet Llama, though, is going to go down to Imperius. Blaze completely separated from the rest of the team, trying to escape at this point. I don't think he's going to be able to. Almost saved there by Morales, but the armor just barely not enough. And now Imperius re-engaging on the rest of Bloodbath. They managed to get 16% off the core, but I think if they just run around the keep and go straight for core earlier, I think that plays a bit better for them. Still, because the core has to be maintained and there's also a Kata in the top keep, they're going to have time to steal this Bruiser camp. Or are they? Imperius is looking in now. They haven't gotten the damage yet. There's a spear on the Kael'thas. Mana Addict shield is used. Some damage going to land on a Murderger, but Sylvanas is actually going to grab this. So they managed to get their own siege camp. Frozen Punisher, going to be Punisher number 4. Going to get started here by Bloodbath, although 3v5 at the moment, so they really need to back up here. ETC stepping in, looking for the chain combo, finds it on the Stitches. Didn't quite land the combo as well as I think they wanted to. Stitches now stepping up with a Putrid Bile. I'll remind you this is 3v5. And I'm just really confused with what Bloodbath thought they were going to accomplish there. Blaze only just now joined the fight, but 2 ultimates already down. 19 to 29, 19 to 31. Bones very low. Blaze trying to look for the engage. Now moving in onto the backline. Huge combustion. Should secure the kill onto KTZ. Mortiger going to go down here as well. Ketchup King going to go down. And as soon as they had 5, it was an easy engage. I just wish they had waited there a bit longer. That said, they managed to get the Punisher, but they really don't need it to end this game here. Just looking for this Lily kill. There's the stun. Raynor going to step up. That's a kill. Kata's on the core, down to 73% already. And they are going to chase kills. Alright, now they're turning their attention onto core. So Bloodbath and Beyond going to look really dominant here in Game 1. 24 to 8 kills as we get set up here for map number 2. Bloodbath and Beyond looking strong. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Next Gaming Series, DB Smiley here, bringing you Bloodbath and Beyond versus Kamino Sabredarts in Division D West. As Game 1, all Bloodbath early, kind of back and forth, nobody taking a huge lead, but once level 10s came in, Bloodbath just started finding kill after kill after kill, and Kamino Sabredarts just didn't seem to know how to address it. They just kept getting pushed back and back until eventually they were on their core and lost it. So, Bloodbath going to look to try to find a domination victory here, as that would move them into a tie for first place here in Division D West. Kamino Sabredarts, however, trying to get it to a Game 3. Same bands to start out here. Go on to Arthas, taking a look at that. As Arthas is a bit of an interesting band. He does counter a lot of heroes, specifically. 42% popularity rate. 68% win rate, though, so very strong, and it is something that Kamino has played, so it makes sense to get rid of that. Arthas, you kind of give up some in the early game in the solo lane. We did not get a second ban out of Kamino, so not sure if that was just a miscommunication, but either way, the draft will continue, I believe. Bloodbath now with a second ban. Kira is available. I believe the ban was... I can't remember what the ban was in the first game in that slot. It was a healer. Wasn't Anna, wasn't Tyrande. It was Stukov, that was it. Stukov was banned out. Kira gonna get banned out. So the Stukov's available. And as we talked about before, Stukov has been quite strong down here in Division D. 52% popularity, but a 78% win rate, which is just insane. Li Ming, going to be the first pick here. Once again, though, we see the Kael'thas. Now, Li Ming, definitely a strong pick onto the map because of what she brings in terms of poke and stall potential. Still, though, not a great win rate for Li Ming in this league. But hitting him with the fire again, they're going to come at you with that fire. If it worked in the first game, why change it now? I believe Kael'thas going to be the pick. AIOU actually moving on to Li Ming. Was healer last game, so interesting flex. Now Furion going to be the pick. Pairs well with Li Ming. The Innervate works quite well. Malfurion Garrosh. A pretty classic combo here. You just want to drop root, and then Garrosh can flip someone into it. Taking a look, we haven't seen really a ton of Malfurion, I believe, in Division D West. Yeah, only sitting at 10% popularity rate, but a 71% win rate and an 8 average KDA. So very strong when played correctly, and can be very easily played correctly. They set the combo up well. Garrosh in flipping into the root. You got Li Ming to follow up with the burst damage. Raynor going to get banned out here, so Bloodbath and Beyond not wanting to grab Raynor for themselves, as they did in the last game. Stukov getting banned out here. Which makes sense. Stukov can make Garrosh's life hard. He can throw some slows out. Garrosh can go unstoppable to catch Stukov off guard once in a team fight, but otherwise the slows, the silence, the massive shove, or the flailing swipe, all of it pretty powerful tools. Sylvanas gonna get grabbed by Diet Llama, and once again seeing the stitches, and it worked well in the last game, so makes sense to not go away from it here. Tychus gonna be the choice. Currently sitting at only a 25% win rate down in this league. 12% popularity, so a small sample size. But a way to deal with the stitches, and then you see Imperius coming out again. Imperius, I thought, was played quite well in the last game, and now we are going to see the Rhaegar coming out. Was banned out in the last game, so likely Hero True Saint likes. 45% win rate, so respectable, kind of in the margin of error, given that I'm only looking at D West games. When we look at True Saint on this hero, when we look at True Saint on this hero, though, you can see 2-3 record. Not a great KDA, 8 divided by 3, so 2.67. But still, we'll see how it gets played in this game. Rhaegar does have good mobility, so he can escape some of the slows that can come out onto him from the Garrosh, possibly from Moonfire from Malfurion. But we'll see. -12 wave clear on Kamino. Yeah, the wave clear is not great. It's not awful. This is a map where ultimately it can be decided a lot by the poke and by who gets kills, because a lot of this map is based on what you do after you get kills. So we'll see if it works. Obviously, pretty significantly out wave cleared, but we are going to go ahead, take a minute, and introduce the two teams. On the left side, Bloodbath and Beyond, we're going to have Rackham on Stitches, Diet Llama on the Sylvanas, we're going to have Crafty Trent on Blaze, Punk RK Pirate going to be on Kael'thas, and True Saint on Rhaegar. It is Bloodbath and Beyond, but looking to take it to a game 3 here. Kamino, Sabredarts, we're going to have Mortigar on Imperius, we're going to have Bones on the Garrosh, Pile Up on Malfurion, AEIOU going to be on the Li Ming, and up here in the top it's Ketchup King on Tychus. So a lot of flexing. No one playing really any specific role other than Mortigar in that off lane position, but still already some damage on the bot, focusing this bottom tower here. And Li Ming stepping up and throwing all her abilities into the minion wave as just a threat. Presumably, but level 1 talents, taking a look at those, always fun as we get our camera happily configured here. Stitches sticking with the same talent choice, same with Kael'thas, same with Blaze. Stitches thrown under towers. Root does force him to rotate a bit long. AEIOU on the chase, trying to find this kill. Rhaegar trying to disrupt. Rackham, though, with the jukes. Orb comes in, chunks him a bit, but he is going to survive. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Imperius currently getting the better of Sylvanas. Pretty standard talent choices on the other side. There's a spear onto Sylvanas, but Rhaegar coming down now. Mortigar taking a lot of damage from the combination here. Garrosh, though, going to find the stun. There's the flip on the Rhaegar, looking now for that spear. Does find it. Li Ming going to come in, get the reset, try to get on the Diet Llama as well. Doesn't do it, but that is the first kill there for Kamino. Sabredarts. Bit of an overextension by True Saint on that Rhaegar. But now I'll move into the Sappers. Rhaegar will be up fairly soon, so this is a bit risky. Garrosh now taking a lot of damage, but there's a focus onto Sylvanas. She's going to go down. It's going to give Li Ming a reset. But more importantly, that should buy them even more space. And Imperius doing a good job intercepting that hook. Garrosh is stepping up at rather low HP, but a good route by Malfurion is going to peel him out. They still have not gotten this Sapper camp down. Kael'thas stepping up, looking to get some living bomb out, but going to have to back up here. Blaze on the flank. Li Ming does cap the Sappers, but now the question is, can the retreat occur? Blaze cutting off the retreat angle. Great flip there by Bones. And the route from Malfurion just to make sure that his team can get away. Good job there by Kamino Sabredarts. Good invade and even better, niftier escape. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, we just saw a Hearth come out from Tychus. But, quarter level lead at the moment for Kamino Sabredarts heading into the first triple altar phase. Tychus looking like he wants to channel the top. Malfurion gonna zone for him. Kael'thas channeling top left. So the fight will turn down here to bottom. We're getting a double channel interrupted by Stitch's W. But now, 3v4 at the moment. Now, Diet Llama moving into the back, getting flipped in the back, I should say, by Garrosh. 5v5 now. There's the hook onto Garrosh, preventing him from retreating. He blows the Unstoppable, trying to get away. Rhaegar is on the chase, but Bone's going to get the self-sustain off the Rhaegar. Crafty Trent now very low. Tychus trying to look to move in. Doesn't get the kill, but does push Bloodbath off the point, and so that will be a 4-point lead for Kamino Sabredarts, who gets the early lead in this game. Now it's about maintaining. They want to get some value off these next sappers. You can see the first sappers did some damage to that first tower, but didn't fully take it out. Need to get someone top for the soak as well, but Malfurion doing what he can. Garrosh looking for Punk Pirate, but Li Ming not able to really do enough damage unless Kel'Thas can get separated. Trying to walk these sappers up, Living Bomb onto Li Ming. She's going to detonate it safely in the bush. Get some good chunk damage with the orb onto Kel'Thas. I said Blaze is burning down these sappers very, very quickly. Li Ming stepping up, throwing some damage out here. Trying to go Bones for Kel'Thas. Gets the slow, gets the flip. Will the follow-up damage be there? Blaze doing a good job intercepting, but the sappers getting Kel'Thas low enough for Li Ming to get the finish. Now with the reset, moving on to Crafty Trent. The sappers run in, gets the top cannon down. Stitches is going to look for this hook, presumably. Doesn't find it, though. Rhaegar has pushed up in the mid, meanwhile, but we have a Tychus and Imperius coming in onto the flank. Now looking for this Rhaegar. Minigun is there, and the spear is going to make sure that it hits. And down goes Rhaegar. Great pick off there by Kamino Sabredarts. Up 4 kills, so starting to look like a potential reverse from the last game. As Kamino Sabredarts very up in kills at the moment. Still, though, not that high up in XP. Actually, pretty much margin of error on XP at the moment. But there's a spear onto Stitches. Tychus going to town. Root comes in as well, and down goes Stitches. Now the flip on the Crafty Trent. He's going to try to get away, but he's cut off by the Root, and he's going to drop as well. 6-0. Kamino Sabredarts on a tear. Sylvanas soaking during that. Wasn't down to the bottom. Looking like they want to try to play for level 10. There's a retreat. As retreat ping's coming in, but there's a flip onto Rhaegar. Body block, so not quite there. Garrosh wanted to position right in the middle of that gap to make sure Rhaegar would have a harder time slipping away. Sappers are grabbed here. Now pushing up in this bottom, potentially. Nope. Sylvanas, though, is pushing this top uncontested at the moment. Tychus going to rotate up to get the mid-soak with Blaze, but meanwhile we have a 4v3 in the bottom, trying to walk up with these minions to get some permanent damage onto this tower. If they can get the tower down, it will bode well. Meanwhile, Stitches has dealt with those sappers completely. There's the flip onto Rhaegar. Spear comes in. Li Ming going to help with a huge chunk of damage before the spear to get the kill. One sapper coming down. Let's see if it gets through. It does not. Okay. 7-0 kills at the moment, though, so need to improve the whole not dying thing. How would a team apply to be in this league? Join NexusGamingSeries.org. Go there. There's a Discord channel. Read the rules. Season 8. So Season 7 is winding down. It's far too late to join for Season 7. Season 8 will start up. I think the plan is potentially sometime in November, but please don't take my word for that. I did not watch the Mead Hall. If someone knows when Season 8 is planning to start up, please go ahead and let him know. Channel by Garrosh, completely uncontested. At a certain point, they're going to need to start contesting here on the side of Bloodbath. They've given up several in a row, but now level 10's coming in. Combustion, actually kind of a miss there. Ancestral coming out, but Punk Pirate is low. He actually manages, no, he doesn't escape, but Garrosh goes down. Twilight Dream, though, going to push Stitches back. Sylvanas on the chase. Rhaegar wanting this kill. There's the turnaround. Spear onto Rhaegar, but it's going to be Imperius who drops first. There's a hook onto Pileup. Looking for the kill, but Rhaegar goes down to the Odin-clad Tychus in the back. Now Malfurion chunking out a lot of damage. There's the minigun as well, chunking out some damage. So, two kills, 1 kill for either side there. Or 2 kills for either side there, excuse me. But nobody really getting the better of that. What I will say is Bloodbath is getting some value in the top lane, which would be great, except top lane is not the most powerful lane on this map. Obviously, that is bottom lane, as we see Sylvanas start to rotate into sappers here with Blaze. They're going to try to get some pressure in the bot lane, while we see 3 people top, 4 people top, in fact, so Sappers actually have not been capped yet on top. Li Ming gonna stop her hearth, make sure she gets them. We saw that, Ketchup King. We saw that. Sappers should get cleaned up here. We are going to have top left and top right shrines at the moment. Curious starting to rotate up. Blaze going to jet charge on out of there. Tychus in the bush. And if you're Kamino Sabredarts, you are very happy to to trade out here, I should say. And just go 1 for 1. And that appears to be what they're going to do. Combustion, though, could do some damage on to Garrosh. He flips Rhaegar over the wall, but Rhaegar managing to jump back. Twilight Dream and Wailing Arrow changing silences, but the Wailing Arrow was a bit better there. Pile up now very low. Ancestral going to keep Rhaegar alive. But Stitches is going to go down to the Odin, so 2 for 2 at the moment. True Satan going to be the next to fall, so Kamino Sabredarts getting the better of that trade, trying to get onto Sylvanas, does not do so. Better of the trade there, and again, when you have a lead this big, now 12 shots, you're happy to trade out. This is a very risky boss attempt. Incredibly risky boss attempt. Garrosh is here now, Malfurion not super close. This would give them a 16-shot lead, but they are going to lose Sappers in the bottom as a result of this. Possibly looking for the flip onto Kael'thas. There's the flip stun into the taunt with the root. Down goes Kael'thas. Imperius going in, getting into the frayed out by Mortigar. Hey, buddy, you have, like, a health left. You have an HP. So let's not go too crazy. That's what Bones is saying there. But Kamino Sabredarts playing this quite well. Now moving to deal with these Sappers here in the bot lane. Trying not to lose this fort. It is the triple Ultra Fates coming up. Great unstoppable there by Bonesy. He is going to get hit by the combustion, though. And there's the hook bringing him back in. We still don't have Malfurion down. He is going to come in onto the flank. He does have the Twilight Dream available. Wailing Arrow comes in to prevent him from using it, but it's still enough damage to secure the kill onto Blaze. Stitch is going to follow. Kael'thas, though, channeling the top left, and no one close to top right at the moment. Li Ming on the way. The race is on to top. If Kael'thas were top, he would have gotten that channel top right. Instead, he went top left, played safe. Rhaegar now not going to escape. Down he goes, Ancestral, little late. So another 4-shot advantage heading over to the side of Kamino Sabredarts, as they now find themselves up 20 points here on Towers of Doom. So we need to see Bloodbath and Beyond get it together. They just not seem to have kind of the organization and structure that they had in that first game. Kamino Sabredarts, though, is playing much better as well. The Garrosh has been very effective. Possibly looking for the flank onto Garrosh. Very hard to gank him due to his trait, due to his unstoppable.
I've opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
But here we go. Now trying to push in, get this fort. Mortigar getting focused. Has the Angelic Armaments into the fray going to be used. Combustion going to land onto Mortigar. He does go down. Imperius is the first kill of this. The chase is on. Moving on to Garrosh. Garrosh flipping Stitches into the kill zone. There's a taunt pulling Rhaegar into the kill zone. He's going to be able to escape. No, he doesn't. Ancestral is late. Li Ming trying to escape. She goes down. So 3 for 1 kills despite the death on the Rhaegar, and they get bottom keep. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Bloodbath and Beyond, as if they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to cap a lot of structures. And getting that bot and into the Sappers is just the first step. So essentially allow them to grab 10 shots here. Get it game back to an 8-point disadvantage. The Sappers being walked up. Imperius has used the tunnel to move in to stall the mid-channel. Stitches should be able to self-sustain on that until Blaze gets here. Sappers have to be stopped at the moment, so no help is coming. There's the channel. 8 to 16, 8-point game. Bloodbath and Beyond still very much in this. Boss timer is a minute and a half, so not an immediate concern. They are going to run up and push up this top lane, presumably. It's a good idea that when you know your opponent's going to defend and you can't get down enough to make a big enough difference, sometimes it's better to just split push like you're seeing here. And the idea is you kind of just shell game the enemy team. You make them chase you, and they're spending so much time chasing the structures you're killing that they're not actually taking initiative. Which, when Kamino Sabredarts has done, they've been in a good place. Sapper's going to be up in 4, so they're going to open up top Sappers, force a response there as well, and then possibly rotate down. Meanwhile, Kamino trying to just chase around. They're going to need to deal with this top structure. Getting started. I don't like the decision to even try to push up with these. I think their best play here is just to go bot. It's a 5v4 at the moment, and there's just no way they're going to get these Sappers in. So I think they could have gotten a lot more value if they went for the bot Sappers. That said, they're going to try to defend this top structure against an Odin Tychus. I think they should have just gone bot for Sappers. They're at least going to clean up this tower in the mid lane. Phoenix going to be used, and I like that it's a dismount. No, they're actually going to go for this fort, but it's a bit risky. Rhaegar separated from the team. There's the taunt with the minigun. Rhaegar trying to blow the Ancestral. Doesn't get it once again. Big combustion, though. Going to secure the kill onto Pileup. Twilight Dream shuts down Crafty Trent for a bit. The mid fort does go down, but meanwhile, Li Ming had walked down, and she's going to get the channel, and that's going to be 3 shots here for Kamino. So it's going to be 5 to 16, and I just think that some questionable decision-making here at the moment by Bloodbath. They're going to get those Sappers and just let them get killed. They're now going to try to push up bottom Sappers, presumably. Meanwhile, Tychus burning down this mid-fort, trying to recap. With Rhaegar down, it's a 4v4. It's going to be tough to push in. That said, Li Ming has... Oh, Valpyrian's down too, I actually missed. So this is a 4v3 at the moment. Phoenix going to be used to get some structure damage. The damage is here. Imperius looking for that backline. Finds Stitches on the spear. Into the fray used to get Imperius out of there. Sappers go in. They do convert the tower. Mid-tower is still blue as well. The retreat now on. And there we go. Mid-fort converted back, though, to Kamino. Bloodbath pushing up this top now, but we could see a meeting over this boss. Oh, Kel'Thas is in a horrible position. He gets the Ancestral and still goes down. The Combustion doing a lot of damage. Wailing Arrow, though, going to kill Stitches. Blaze going to follow. Rhaegar not long for this world, and that might be enough for Kamino Sabredarts to end this game. Bone Z is quite low. Sylvanas should have chased there. Sylvanas, if she gets the kill on the Garrosh, it's a chance. I'm not saying it's a big one. Channel coming in with the boss, not even needed. That's going to be game. Kamino going to take us to a game 3. So there we go. Kamino Sabredarts getting a bit of a lead here in that game. We see Bloodbath battle back, but Kamino Sabredarts shuts the door late, so... Taking a look at those post-game stats, we can see Rhaegar just had a really hard game. Really hard time getting the Ancestrals off. You know, got killed a lot. I think it was really questionable positioning much of the time by Rhaegar. But really just seeming to rely on the self-ancestral, which is just not the way you want to play the hero. But we'll see if they can battle back and improve their play in Game 3. We'll be right back. Thank you all for watching. Welcome back, everyone. Next gaming series, we have a game 3 here between Bloodbath and Beyond and Kamino Sabredarts. It's going to be Volskaya Foundry, as we are going to see a map that currently has some weird bugaboos. So as a note, Garrosh is allowed on this map, but the talent Into the Fray is banned. Brightwing is banned on this map. She cannot be selected. We are going to see the Arthas ban again from Bloodbath and Beyond, taking that away from Kamino Sabredarts. So far, both matches have been kind of stomps. It's just been trading hands whose stomp it was. Hopefully we get a nice back-and-forth Game 3, or at least a Game 3 that doesn't result in 20-plus kills versus less than 10 kills. That would be nice. I can dream, can't I? Yes, I can. You can't stop me from dreaming. Only NyQuil can do that. NyQuil, 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 we love you, you big fat fucking Q. Getting set up for the match. Imperius gonna get banned out here. Stukov getting banned out here.
I'm in.
The same bans, except we replaced the ban that we had been seeing on Kira with Imperius. But that is meaning we're going to get a Kira here. So this is actually the first game I have casted with Kira. I know absolutely next to nothing about the hero other than she's very, very sticky.
Grant us strength.
So we'll see how that works. Malfurion Raynor going to be the choice here. Pilot getting back onto that Malfurion. Worked well in the last game. 2 picks to come here for Bloodbath. Kel'Thas, Blaze. Staying with that combo. They really, really like that combo. Struggled a bit in the last game. I think part of that might have been just due to the fact that Rhaegar really did get picked quite a bit. So we'll have to see how that happens. As we're heading for the bans now. See. Jaina getting banned out, Stitches getting banned out.
Ready for action.
Muradin and Orphea going to be the choices here. Some good burst. Stormbolt can enable quite a bit here. A new Barak, good choice. The last pick going to be, it needs to be their healer. Crusane actually on the Anubarak. They're going to put Rakam going to be on the Lily here. Switching up the healer role for this last game. And actually I just realized Mortigar, who had been the Imperius, now on the Orpheus. So both teams pretty flexible with who plays what. We do see the Chen come in as well. Just as a reminder, Purifying Brew is banned. Let me go ahead and remind the captain that real quick. Alright. So with that, Looking at these drafts, the Chen can be very, very strong with the Panda Pals. Incredibly strong with the Panda Pals. Lily is gonna really need to be using Cleanse well. I don't really know what to expect from this match. Both matches have kind of just been stomps. They've just been alternating stomps, so we'll see what happens here. But taking a look, level 1 talents. Let's go ahead and introduce one last time Bloodbath and Beyond. We're gonna have Rackham Lily. Diet Llama gonna be on Kira. We're gonna have Crafty Trent gonna be on Blaze. Punk Arcade Pirate gonna be on Kael'thas, and True Saint is going to be on the Anubarak. It is Bloodbath and Beyond, and over on the right hand side it's gonna be Bonesy on Muradin, Pileup on Malfurion, Ketchup King on Chen, Mortiger going to be on Orphea, and AIOU going to be on the Rainer. It is Kamino Sabredarts. Winner gets the series here. Winner gets the series. So right out of the gate, Blaze has gone straight bot to start soaking. Meanwhile, here in the mid, we still have 4 members. Chen is rotated down of Kamino Sabredarts, so Orphea, in the time it took me to say that, remember their team name, Orphea did come top to counter the Anubarak push, so 1-3-1s by both teams at the moment. Pardon me. Now Muradin not going third wind, as you'd often see on a map that requires a lot of point control and sustain. Instead going with the Stormbolt, so really committing to the blow up here. Trying to get as much damage out as possible. Chen, meanwhile, being pretty crafty himself. Trent trying to figure out how to deal with that. Muradin and Rainer already on their fortification camp. They're going to grab it. Kamino Sabredarts already with that item lead. Orphea still on top. Quite a bit low, but going to survive. Muradin now checking the fortification camp over here. Will get dismounted. Nope, Kira actually missing. There's the spin around. So that's kind of the big engage tool that Kira brings, is the spin around and then stun. We'll see how that plays out throughout the game. Meanwhile, Orphea doing some good chunk here onto True Saint, and support camp getting started now. With the Rainer, with the Muradin. And that's a big lead if they can get that before the first objective. A late turret pickup on the side of Bloodbath and Beyond. Support camp is grabbed now. It's going to be Malfurion picking it up. So Kamino Sabredarts with a slight XP lead, but more importantly, with a tools lead heading into the first objective. Ketchup King and Crafty Trent in one of the most boring solo lane matchups you could imagine. It just self-sustain, self-sustain, self-sustain. Orphea starting the siege camp. Siege camp just picked up by Kael'thas in the top lane. Siege camp here, only good really if it's ignored, which I don't expect it to be. Both teams about equal in XP. Chen actually rotating away from the bot lane for a moment. Looking like he wants to possibly get onto this point early, or he's clearing up the mid lane. Either way, Blaze going to get the last bit of soak bot before coming down. Meanwhile, up here on the top, Anubarak looking for Rainer. Rainer, though, does get away. Down here in the bottom, Blaze and Chen on the point. But Malfurion able to do quite a bit of damage here with his Celestial Attunement. Blaze jet charges away, takes some damage, but does escape. Good avoidance for the Living Bomb spread. Siege camp's cleared up by both teams top. That's no longer a threat, so channel progress is ticking along nicely for Kamino Sabredarts. They're at 40% at the moment. We are now starting to see Bloodbath looking at contesting. Rainer has flanked down. Crafty Trent goes for the jet charge but misses. Kira looking for the stun, finds it, but meanwhile Blaze having a hard time escaping. blows the shield. Bones is low. He's going to drop to Kira Dot as well as Kael'thas, but Anubarak going down to Chen. But Raynor out of position here. He does not manage to escape in time. The Flame Strike securing his kill, but Lily going down to this Malfurion auto attack damage. And so that's going to be a Triglav Protector for Kamino Sabredarts, getting the first lead in this game. And immediately turning their attention top. Now, what I don't want to see them do is immediately run under towers. And that's exactly what they're doing, and I don't want to see that. The reason is you want to kill these minions over here and walk up your minion wave so it's soaking the tower shots for you. Notice the Triglav got a cannon, and it's down to 35% health. You know, sometimes you gotta go slow to go fast. This is one of those times, because now notice the Triglav kind of has to dance around just to avoid damage, and now not really likely to get, still dives in for the well, but quite deep, and meanwhile Blaze was away soaking because of that. So you commit all those resources to get well, but now you're not winning the race to 10 anymore. You took a lot of damage, you didn't really get mid-wall, which would have helped you win the race to 10. Possible poke war breaking out here. Support camp is active. Are they going to leash it, or are they going to keep doing it? Looks like they're going to keep doing this. Chen has focused this siege camp. Anubarak could burrow charge in. Kira moving into the back, separating out Chen. Anub diving in onto the point. Support camp available for pile-up to drop. He doesn't actually drop it, so now, remember guys, you gotta hit your F buttons. F's in chat. Gotta hit your F buttons. Malfurion had that tool the entire fight and never dropped it. And then he died with it, handed it to the other team. Not ideal. So Kamino Sabredarts taking a step back and now down about a level and a third. Level 10's already here now for Bloodbath and beyond. They got Cocoon. I don't know what the ult is called for Kira. Unrelenting Strikes. Okay, that's the AoE strike attack. We got Combustion. We got 1,000 Cubs. Pyroblast possibly going to be chosen. Yeah, Pyroblast is chosen. Kind of to counter out this Malfurion. It is a way to deal with Malfurion as Kira gonna see a bit of a gank. JK. Miss Stormbolt. Raynor possibly flanking down onto Blaze here. Chen has not picked his ult yet. Blaze gonna be able to jet charge away. We have Crushing Jaws, Tranquility, which makes sense into the Pyroblast, Hyperion, Avatar. Chen presumably going Panda Pals, just hasn't picked it yet. Panda Pals is by far the stronger ult right now. Especially into the Kael'thas and the Lily, you can just dive on top of them. Really ruin their day. Second Triglav Protector Terminal starting up in the top lane. Level 13 still not here for Bloodbath. They are moving in onto Chen, who is just out of position. Still has not picked the 10, and you know what would have helped? You know what would have saved Chen's life there is if he picked either level 10. So you got to pick your talents. That's a ripperoni. But a lot of good damage coming out. Helps secure the kill onto Kael'thas. Now Combustion going to catch Malfurion. Tranquility has been used. So they are going to escape. But yeah, Chen, pick your level 10, buddy. There it is. It's right there. It's available. I don't know what he's waiting on. I sincerely don't. And he goes barrel. He goes barrel and he saves Crafty Chen. I gotta be honest, that was questionable. Pyroblast gonna help secure the kill onto Raynor. Just, like, Kel'Thas really can't do anything if Panda Pals gets on him. Like, yeah, he can throw a Living Bomb and do some damage, but he'll die. I mean, he will 100% die, so I'm really surprised by that choice. Support camp now being grabbed by Bloodbath. Looking to get back in control of this game in a big way, or back in control of this series in a big way. Kamino sending Raynor down to pick up the fortification camp. Recognizing the situation is that they're going to give up the Triglav, so trying to get as many tools as they can to help defend it. The first Triglav went into the hands of Kamino. Bloodbath now with their chance. Ketchup King taking a ton of damage. Cocoon used on the Malfurion. Triglav gets the top well and walks away. So Barrel used to escape. Muradin jumping onto a new bracket, disengaged. So the Triglav is 50% health, but hey, he got the well in top lane and one cannon tower, which will be relevant if we get a 5th Triglav protector, which admittedly we might at this rate. Raynor now in a bad spot, didn't get the memo from the rest of the team. Pyroblast going to secure his fate, and you gotta hit the F button. You gotta hit the F button, guys. It's just gotta be a thing you do. Kamino Sabredarts tries to engage Combustion onto the back. There's the Tranquility. True Saint very low. Crushing Jaws going to be a miss there. There's the pushback onto Chen. True Saint meanwhile retreating away. Pirate is going to go down. Thousand Cops comes out a bit late there. Lily is low. Dropping the healing totem. Kira trying to find the kill. Not going to be able to do it. Blaze is going to go down. Does Kira get away? There's the Stormbolt. She does not. So the Anubarak the only escape, and no fort goes down. So 11:45 into the game. You know, I like this. They're pushing up. They send Raynor away to get Siege Camp, which, I don't know, I'd prefer to just send Chen away to soak. Siege Camp doesn't really do a whole lot on this map, especially when it's this early, it can be countered, but Noob grabbing Siege Camp as well. Fort goes down. We have a fort down. 12:24 into the game. 2 Triglav protectors. No fort, but after getting the kills, they do push up. So good decision there by Kamino Sabredarts. Getting themselves back into this game, now with a structural lead. 16 Talontiers to both teams. Fortification camp, though, getting grabbed. Kamino thought about invading, decides not to. Now moving in for a new Barak. He's going to burrow charge away. Chen in a bit of a weird spot. Crushing Jaw hits 3, but once again, the barrel just being used to save members of the blue team. He's already saved significantly more people than True Saints Ancestrals in the last game. That's probably a BM, but it is worth pointing out. Chen dies. He goes down. Avatar used. Muradin, though, on the wrong side of the enemy team. Trying to run away, but Kira can be very, very sticky. Malfurion getting the Moonfires out. It's quite a lot of healing. Or if you're trying to help peel, there's the Pyroblast. Bit of overkill, not needed. Muradin goes down. So, Bloodbath back in control of this game. They're going to go ahead and grab the support camp as well. That way they can forget to drop it on... actually, no, I'm joking. I'm trolling now. But they do have it. It's a great tool. They're going to also move down into this fortification camp. But this is a 4v4 at the moment with Kira away. They have the support camp to try to lock it down. Barrel was used there. Crushing Jaw. Turret is down, and Blaze dropped the healing totem to drop the turret, so he just mashes F, drops both tools. Ketchup King goes down to his stagger damage. And, I'm debating if I should... Ooh. Retreat coming in here. Okay, gets away. I'm debating saying this, and I hope this doesn't come across as dismissive or mean-spirited. I'm starting to get the feeling that Ketchup King picked Chen because he thought Chen was a good pick, but hadn't actually played him that much. Just because the kind of decisions being made are not really great. Kira, extraordinarily low, kind of an awkward engage, self-sustains a bit, uses the ult, still alive, and actually survives long enough to get 2 kills before dropping here. And that's going to proc a 3-for-1 trade, and Muradin now starting to retreat. Kael'thas, no, he doesn't have Pyroblast. He used it in that last fight. Barrel being used. Again, a noob noob cutting him off. Body blocks are there. Chen jumping away. He should get away this time. Does do so. Meanwhile, bottom lane pushing up quite a bit. Level 20s are here for Bloodbath. Kamino, Sabredarts, waiting for 3 people to come up. Still 2 levels down. Not close to level 20 at this point. And you can see, I mean, even getting all those minions gets them about 20% of a level, so they have a long way to go, especially at the rate they're getting killed. So Bloodbath starting to run away with this one a bit. Kael'thas has been channeling the bot point. Now rotating away with red off the map. Smart choice. Truce ain't going to stall the cap for the time being. Not really needed, but we are seeing some sheepishness out of Kamino. But now perhaps stayed a bit too long, and Noob's going to have to burrow charge away, but Chen could move on to this. Now up in the front, though. Kael'thas cutting off the member. Stagger used. Muradin going for Kael'thas. Turret is available. Root doesn't find anyone at the moment. Crushing Jaw, gonna be a swing and a miss. Cocoon onto Malfurion. Bones is low, getting targeted by Kira. But there's a big combustion on the back, trying to get on a Mortiger. Tranquility coming in to try to get Orphea out of here. Ulti from Kira in the back line, putting Pile up quite low on HP. Good Root to help peel out. Looks like they should be able to get away. Kamino Sabredarts taking that fight down level 20s. I don't think they have to fight right now, and in fact I think they really shouldn't fight right now. That said, Muradin trying to force the overtime, but there's the Triglav Protector. Malfurion getting targeted. There's the Barrel, finally getting some value in this game, but not enough. Down goes Malfurion and Orphea. And that's a situation where it's probably better to try to defend the Triglav Protector under your core than it is to try to take that fight when you were so low already into level 20. Chen's going to go down. It's going to be 4 kills. Down he goes. And Bloodbath should win this game now. So, red team does manage to get a fort here. Hey, but not getting that XP boost to take them to level 20. Core took a while to die there, but need to just turn their attention onto the core. Orphea up in 7, Malfurion up in 5. Core down to 80%. Avatar going to be used. Ulti from Kira. Core down to 44. Triglav just right-clicking it. Crushing Jaw going to secure the kill on the Kael'thas. Diet Llama going to be able to escape for a bit. Down the core goes. So with that, Bloodbath and Beyond nets themselves a 2-1 victory in this series. And they'll move up the standings. Taking a look at the post-game stats. Tough game for Kamino Sabredarts. Just some questionable misplays there, I would say. I thought Mortiger played very well in this series, including that game. I thought Malfurion played very well, given the circumstances. Given how spread out his team was, it was very hard to get the heals out. But, credit the Kira play. I think it set up a lot. Crafty Trent's Blaze was very good this entire series, and I thought True Saints and Uberak was quite strong as well. So with that, victory, we're going to see if we can do a post-game interview, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here, and I'm joined by Rackham and Crafty Trent of the Victorious Bloodbath and Beyond. Guys, how you feeling after that match?
Pretty good, pretty good. We had a really good first match, and then the second match,
Was
wheels fell off a little bit. And then, although you know what, we had a horrendous early match, and then we kind of came back in the middle. Couldn't seal the deal. My hat's off that last ambush there up by the boss. That was it. Had that fight gone the other way, the game goes the other way. But they just executed it perfectly and caught us with our pants down. So you just tip your head and move on. And then I think we just came back the third game and played the game that we wanted to play, and the results speak for themselves. I'm really proud of the team.
All right, well, that pretty much covers the interview for me. So let me try to throw a few things out. So you guys were banning out Arthas. Was that just a target ban, or is that something that you guys normally struggle with? Like, what was the?
Yeah, that was. I was looking at the stats and stats of the Storm. I pulled down the season 7 stats, and we put together a little scouting report every week. And I noticed he was had 5 wins with Arthas, and I said, well, we're not going to let him play.
All right. Go ahead.
For Blaze specifically, who's my main, and they let me have every game, Arthas is a big counter, and I was thinking that's really important to take that away from them.
The old Icy Hot. So we did see you get Blaze all 3 games. You also saw Punk Arcade Pirate on Kael'thas. So do you guys just like fire? Are you pyromaniacs, or are those just comfort picks that you thought were able to get a lot of value with?
Well, so Punk, this is actually his first game with us. We just added him to the roster recently, and I guess we're going to keep him after tonight. But I asked him, hey, what do you want to play tonight? He said, I play a lot of mage. We thought about Kel'Thuzad, but then, as soon as we get the pick and Kel'Thas is open, I'm like, let's go ahead and take him. If this were diamond or plat, maybe you don't get as much value, but at this level, the bomb is just so effective. So, and they let us take Kel'Thas every game, so we just continue to take him.
All right. Well, with that, that's going to move you guys up to 13 points. Based on the current standings, insofar as they're updated, that's going to put you guys in a tie for third place. But obviously, Division D West kind of very, very close between the 1 seed and now the 5 seed. What are your goals in terms of seeding at this point?
Wow, the fact that we're talking in week 6 or 7 about playoff seeding, that's kind of, we've surpassed any goals I had for the season.
Awesome.
I just wanted to get together and play and have fun. And we're doing that. So the fact that we're even in the playoff hunt, that's really all I can be happy about now. Sure, it's going to be nice to get those wins, and we actually have another match coming up in about 54 minutes, so maybe we'll add a couple more points tonight. But just to be in there in the playoffs and playing games that, as much as any of the games and Heroes of the Storm matter, but to be playing games that matter, it's just gravy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, then the floor is yours for shoutouts.
I'd like to just give a shout out to the rest of the team, everybody that shows up and plays their hearts out, and we just are really starting to gel as a team. As the season goes on, we started off a little rough, and the comms the first couple of weeks were kind of rough, and now we kind of know how everyone likes to play together, and we're really coming together. Also like to give a shout out to our opponents for tonight. They, that second game, they really took it to us, especially early. And it was a hard fought. I didn't expect tonight to be easy, and it wasn't. So, and I'm going to give a shout out to you guys, the casters. Every match we've had so far this season has been casted. That really surprises me. You guys are just aces. It makes it so much more fun. You can watch all the games. So,
all right,
that's it for me.
I hope you like Fire Emblem Three Houses, because I used that soundtrack tonight, because it is banger. Anyway, with that, I'm going to jump off here for a bit. So we're going to have another match starting in about an hour at 10:30. That is going to be a pretty big match between Reborn Knights White and Uncomfortably Numb in Division B West. So 2 teams in the top 4 there, battling for some pretty critical playoff seeding.